Hello guys. This is Betty Nyaga. I take this opportunity to welcome you to my YouTube channel, whereby we share, talk, and learn about various things in life. Personally, today I want to talk about a very hot topic that has often been avoided by majority of people. And which is this topic today? It is about vaginal infection. I repeat, vaginal infection. You find that vaginal infection is one of a menace to majority of women out there. So my first query is, have you ever had a very bad crazy itch down there? Second, have you ever had kinda itch, uncomfortable rashes down there? How did you handle it? Personally, I have ever. So I'll give facts and completely basic facts on what I experienced. You find that it's something to be dreaded. In as much as I can recall, I felt crazy at the mention of the word toilet. I literally didn't want to go and answer the call of nature, specifically passing out urine. So what did I do to clear the menace up and regain my confidence? First of all, before even visiting the hospital, I tried the home remedies. I tried sitting on hot water and washing my Miss V with hot water mixed with vinegar. And I can tell you, it did help, but temporarily. You find that disappeared, the infection disappeared maybe for a week, and you find that it then came back stronger and crazier. Because the itch that I got down there and the burning sensation, it was one not to be anticipated. So I opted to go to the hospital because I felt that it is crazy and enough is enough. So on reaching the hospital, the doctor suggested that I have a urinal test. So she gave me a container, sent me to the toilet, and told me, enda weka mkojo hapa. Meaning what? Go put some urine here for some tests. And that's exactly what I did. In no time, or rather after some time, the tests were out, the test results. And their diagnosis showed that I had UTI and fungal infection. UTI simply is commonly known as urinary tract infection. So simply it is the infection in your urinary tract. So you find that the doctor said that the urine was also slightly acidic compared to the normal pH of the urine. The normal pH, as she explained, she told me that it's supposed to be from 4.0 to 5.0, meaning that it should be a little bit, or rather it should be basic. But mine was 6.0 pH. So she told me that there are some things that I was supposed to do. She recommended that I should avoid using antibacterial soaps, or rather perfumed soaps, especially when washing my private parts and more, my vagina, and replace it with pure clean water. That is exactly what she said. And then reason being, by washing Miss V with antibacterial soap, you tend to kill the active important bacteria that prevents infection on Miss V and hence introducing harmful bacteria. That's exactly what she told me. Secondly, she suggested, or rather she told me, she cautioned me that I should wash and disinfect all my pants by soaking, and I should soak them in boiled water, add some antibacterial liquid, e.g. Dettol or Savron, and hang them out in the open and let the sun do some massage on them. Definitely, The doing of the massage is simply killing the bacteria. That is the harmful bacteria. Then later on, she told me that I should iron all my pants and should be a routine if possible. Failure to that, then I should opt hanging them out for them to dry. She warned me she warned me that I should not wear wet pants, because you find that the water in the wet pants creates a room for bacteria existence. That is maybe multiplication of bacteria, that is harmful bacteria that will later bring about fungal infection. She also said that I should start by washing my Miss V, especially when taking a shower. I've spoken to some children, or rather to some girls, and you find that I came to find out, especially our children, they tend to bathe starting with their neck, hands, the armpits, the rest of their body, then even the legs. And you find that at the end of it all, after washing the legs, that's when they wash their Miss V. So what will they do? They collect the bacteria, that is the athlete's foot, or rather fungal infection, from their legs to their Miss V. And that's why you find that children nowadays are complaining about fungal infection and urinary tract infection, and it's very avoidable. So it's a wake-up call to our parents. Teach your children how to bathe in order to avoid such occurrences and to save them from such menace, from such diseases, from such discomfort. Okay, that aside, she told me to try by all means to take a lot of water. As much as possible, I should take at least 2 liters of water each and every day. Why? Because when you take water, that water tends to regulate the pH. That is the acidity or the basic level of the urine. And with that, you find that the bacteria that could be accumulating in your bladder or in your urinary tract, you find that they will be flushed out by the water. So escaping what? Infection. Fifth, she said that I should eat a healthy, balanced diet. She recommended plenty of fruits, that is pineapples, green vegetables to boost my immunity. And also she told me that I should take some yogurt from time to time. You know why? Yogurt contains some bacteria, that is helpful bacteria, that help to bumper or simply to deal with the harmful ones in the body. So you find that with that, your Miss V, that is your vagina, will remain very fresh and off infection. Okay, have you ever thought about this? When you go to the toilet, what do? After finishing your toilet business, let me call it that way. Majority of people tend to use a tissue paper, isn't it? But instead, how do they use the tissue paper? Majority of the people usually begin with wiping their anus. Let me call it that. Instead of doing so, it is advisable to wipe yourself from front to back. Wipe your vagina first, then extend to the anus. You know what? By so doing, you'll have avoided harmful bacteria from your defecation, that is waste material from your body. So keeping your vagina very fresh of diseases. So that is one of the recommendations that she gave, that I should wipe myself from front to back. I learned something. At times we tend to ignore a lot of things. We say, the vagina is mine, the anus is mine, so I can start with whichever I want. But let me tell you that By so doing, by washing, by wiping your vagina first, that is from front to back, you'll have avoided diseases. That is urinary tract infection, the harmful bacteria from the anus. So she also told me that I should take my medicine as per prescription, and also advised that if I have a spouse, I should also take him to the hospital for medication. Reason being, even after being treated and my spouse haven't been treated, then the efficacy of the medicine will only work for some time, because the bacteria or the infection will be carried from him to me during the intimacy. So it's good to exercise that as a couple on realization that you have an infection. You should ensure you seek treatment with your spouse, because if you don't do, oh my God, you'll be doing zero work, because after getting healed, the bacteria will always be reintroduced into your body system. So you find that it will disturb you for quite some long time. So I call upon each and everyone to take this advice of mine and observe the correct vaginal hygiene to avoid the infections and the UTI. So it's a wake-up call for each and everyone. And I hope you've learned something. And I hope I have helped somebody through sharing my experience. And with this, kindly don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel for more educative lessons, excursions, general knowledge, and life experiences. Thank you, and see you later. Bye.